Hello, good morning.
Good
How we doing?
morning, Christopher. Good. How are you?
Good. What happened to my music?
I don't know. I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. They're on the down low. Like that, I was kind of slow, kind of grinding it out. Hello,
That kind of
everyone.
thing.
Everything and nothing. Hello, Barbie, it is. Hey, Barbie, it is.
Barbie, it is.
Barbie, is it? No. Um,
Good morning,
so,
Christopher.
how are things today so far?
Um, well, woke up later than I wanted to. Really stuffy. I almost actually said, let me text him and tell him we cannot do this today, but I had to wake up. I was all congested and it's in my head and
Hey, you sound a little stuffy there.
oh my God, I took a COVID test last night because I sounded horrible. I was like, I have to say, God forbid I have anybody come today. I do not want, I don't, thank God. But I don't
That's
know. It just seems to be change of weather, everybody, cough. It started with the throat and it just keeps getting, and last night it was just all up in the head. And I was like, I have to take Tylenol. I couldn't go to sleep.
oh
It
man.
just I didn't feel right. But
Well, don't breathe on me, all right? Please. So. Well, I hope you become less of a stuffy person. No, but it, it is it is. I like that. It is what it is. What it is. So
oh yeah.
yeah, it is what it is. Some people go, I hate that saying, but there's a lot of truth
I
in it.
know you told me you hated it, but
It
that's
just
okay.
that's why I
That's
got the
why I
shirt.
bought the shirt.
It just is. So as you
It
know,
is what it
speaking
is.
of what is, I've had quite a interesting couple of weeks because of well, my mind's been in the gutter really, or literally in the sewer, literally because of a sewer situation here at the home. At
Mm.
a, I'm laughing now looking back on it, but it wasn't so fun. Having a toilet back up in the house, having to call a plumber out in the middle of the night, sort of almost late night rather, and got it taken care of, thank God. But the amount of equipment that was brought out, to clean the line, I was out there with the plumber, actually a guy I know, a friend of mine from a long time. So we're talking, and he has this machine, looks like a Volkswagen, on the back of his truck. He pulls it up to the house and has to put this jet powered hose into the line. And I'm looking at the machine, and it's got this, Roman soldier, with the helmet, like the gladiator or a Greek
Yeah.
soldier. And the title of the machine is the Spartan Elite Soldier. It sounds like a condom. Well, we got the elite soldier here,
Yeah,
and
where's the horse and the buggy and and the whip and the
I was laughing. And he's putting the line in, 175 feet later, you hear the people next door screaming that the hose went into their house. Now, it's just,
yeah, I went up the
it was just,
guy's poop chute and he fucking got it in the ass or
it
something.
was,
I don't know.
it was just, my phone
Was that
started
elite
beeping.
enough for you, Mr. Spartan?
I started getting phone calls. Hey, could you do my house now? But and then he had to come back with a camera. So this was the most exciting part.
For
The
your
camera
asshole?
check.
Oh no, for the toilet.
Well, you know. Um, so he comes back with this camera on the line. He puts it in, and we're watching it on a screen, right there. And and I'm going, wow. So that's what that looks like. And I was gonna joke with him, and I said, I said, you know what? Where did all that corn come from? And don't you know, 10 seconds later, there's all this corn in the line. It was from the birds, from the bird room. And he goes, "You're right. Look,
That I would have. I'm glad I wasn't there.
there it is. There's the corn, And, oh, there's a carrot, I was just kind of,
Oh my
come
God.
on. I had a couple of GI Joe's dolls down there still floating around. It was just like, oh my God. I appreciate more what plumbers do now more than ever, as well as other contractors that, maintain
Yeah.
homes and fix things.
It's a
But
shitty business, but somebody got to do it.
let me tell you, you know, uh, brown gold. No, but it
Hmm.
was it was somewhat nerve wracking. Um,
Yeah, sure.
and yeah, yeah,
Because
sure,
it's
sure.
just a lot of work. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just when you own a home, it feels like it's the never-ending story. Because every time you
Especially
turn around, it's another contractor, it's another
the older homes, like
maintenance
our home.
person, it's another. Yeah, it's a
Our
lot
home
of
is
money.
older. Yeah, and so yeah, so I've just been talking to just different contractors as I've talked to you about, and trying to get estimates and ideas on what to do, how to fix it, and different options. And my head's been
Hmm.
um, different opinions. Don't do this. No, do this. No, he's crazy. Who told you to do that? Oh, that's stupid. Do this.
Right.
So I
So
said,
it
you know
just
what?
makes you wonder if you don't know about it and you're hearing so many different opinions, it's like, come on, somebody has to know and give me just say, listen, this is what you got to do. And not to make you wonder, is it going to cost me this and it's going to do that to the house, or is it going to cost me that and it's going to do that to the house? And it's
Yeah.
too much to think about.
So stay tuned. And now I found out where Pennywise lives, the clown from It, down in my sewer. I ran into Pennywise
You
down
saw
there.
him in the red balloon? Nice.
It floats. No, actually, Pennywise was sitting there with a white flag. No more, please. And yep. So took care
Looking
of
for a way out.
that. Please get me out of here. Um, so, um, and then I have to say, I've been really I'm looking outside. I'm enjoying the weather, the warmth that we've had recently. I'm like, this is my idea of winter. If we could
Yeah.
have 6 more months of this till April.
Well, don't
I'd
forget, it's
go.
still fall, buddy. It's not winter yet.
I know. I know.
So
Indian
stop
summer. Yes.
dreaming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But true. I mean, it's been nice. I mean, now today it's more chillier, but for the most part, the sun is shining, so it's great.
The sun is shining. It's good to be here. It's good to be alive. Every day
Yes, it
above
is.
ground is a good day,
Oh,
especially when you're above my
totally.
sewer line. Whoa, no. But so my mind is just still, I'm still there.
Yeah, we'll
But
get your mind out of the gutter.
out of the
Okay.
gutter, right? Get your mind out of the gutter. You have such a sewer for a mouth. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's me. Sorry. I don't give a fuck.
As my students say, language, language. You're not supposed to say that to me. It's just, you
Mr.
know,
Darling.
yeah. One of my students, I was telling Marion, I said, it never ceases to amaze me, of all the things they remember and they say back to me, or they come the following week and go, remember what you said? It's all stupid stuff. It's not about the music. It's not about, it's just about the dumb things I say. Remember when you said that? It's just like, maybe I'm doing something wrong here because they're not remembering, the important stuff. They're having a good time, but it's just, remember when you said, I said that, and,
Yeah, because you
I,
usually forget.
I, I made sure I covered my butt because I joke with the parents in the beginning. I said, I'm very tough on the kids. I try to be very disciplined. I'm like, oh, good, good, good. And I said, I do threaten them with physical violence. Is that okay? And they're all like, oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, go threaten them with violence. So I do carry that over when there's the lessons. Sometimes maybe I go too far. I go, I just all right, play the song right, or you're gonna get a beating. You know. And the kid goes, I'm gonna get a beating. Ha ha ha. They just laugh and like they don't.
Yeah.
The guy say means anything really, but you
Because they
know,
know you. That's why they know how you
yeah,
are.
there's sort of. tuned into me. And then when they're running around the house, I'm like, please don't trip over the chair, don't trip over something, just be careful. I always make sure, I walk them outside because they don't walk downstairs, they run,
Yeah.
you know, and they come in with their shoes untied. Nobody has,
Right.
no shoelaces are tied.
All right,
Just be
wait,
careful.
look it from the person who's talking that lives in the house. How many times have you fucking fell or tripped up the stairs and down the stairs? You have no the laces and stuff. You're just a klutz.
I'm
So
just
you're
clumsy.
worried about everybody else, but meanwhile, they're doing fine. You're the one that's like collapsing, and
Yeah, I find more ways to get hurt. I tell you.
you need them to tell you to be careful in your own house.
Yeah, right, right, right. And one of my favorite things was I would say to him, "Oh, listen, don't fall down the steps because you're going to break my sidewalk. All right, and then I'm going to feel bad for like, 3 seconds. And so that was like my usual line,
Yeah.
and laughing. And then in one week, I said I said 2 seconds to the kid, and he goes, "Hey, you said I was going to get 3 seconds. Now it's two." Yeah.
Typical
See,
boy
I
things.
didn't
And
think it mattered, you know.
well,
Um, but
it
it's
does.
it's totally different when teaching girls.
Of course.
I cannot say half the stuff I say to the boys because they're like, as you know, I tell them, you know what? Listen, concentrate with your flat head, all right, and try to figure this out. Oh my God, if I said that to a girl, she'd be in therapy for 7 years. You know what I mean? He said I had a flat head, Mom. It's just like,
I mean, I get it. But how many times have you did that to me in the middle of a conversation? I'm like, yeah, I know that. And you'd be like, yeah, you and your Montana sized forehead. I'm like, what are you trying to say?
what do you mean?
But
Wait,
I laugh.
I'll be
I
right
just,
back.
I
It's Rhode
mean,
Island, not Montana. No, but you know,
yeah, I mean,
and just
girls will get too offended.
right. Yeah, I remember there was one time I I had forgotten about this when I worked at an actual store years ago. Sometimes teachers they will sub for another teacher.
What?
So this one girl, and she was like, I guess like a pre-teen age. What's that, tween? I don't know, whatever. Um, and I was filling in for the other teacher, so I had her music books and all the notes in there. And I didn't like kind of how the one teacher had written some things out. I thought it was just too complicated. The kid was struggling with it. So I took my pencil, and I was erasing some of the stuff. Well, let's just try this. And I just was erasing, and I made some of the notes, and then, and and that was the like last lesson of the night. So the kid left, All right, well, nice to meet you. Have a good time. I'll probably never. And as I'm going out of the store, I see the girl in the parking lot. It was right by the door there with her mother in the car. And I went to wave like, you know, goodbye.
Yeah.
And I see the girl's like this to her mother. And the windows are up in the car. And I see her like, and the mother's like, and then she goes, like she points, there he is, And I'm like, hi, hi, you know. Well, I found out from the teacher next week that I did the worst possible thing. I erased things in her book. You would have thought I hit her or something, or she it was the I erased her book. She was freaked out. She's
Oh
crying.
my God, that's too funny.
And I was just like, and I think teacher goes, did you know what you did? What? What did I do? What? I'm like, you know, did they see me hit her? No. It was almost like someone going, how could you? How could you do that? What were you thinking? What kind of a person are
Oh,
you? Like,
my
I just,
stomach. Did they see me hit her?
I used the back of a book and it doesn't leave marks. But no,
Oh, my
Never did that again.
You're working out.
Yeah, she was like freaking out, and I thought at first, here's me. I'm thinking she's so excited. I got this great new teacher. He was really cool. Because she was very at
Oh,
first she was very so I'm like, oh, she's really singing my praises.
yeah.
She's extolling my
No,
wonderful.
she wasn't today.
Not at all. And then finally, with that last look, it was kind of like, there it is. I was
Oh
kind of
my
like,
God.
oh, all right, well, see ya.
That's great.
And then they chased
Oh
me through the
man.
parking lot in their SUV. Get him, mom!
Is he dead yet?
It's like
Oh,
that line from um what was it, Halloween? Kill him, mommy, kill him. Or Friday the 13th. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute.
oh. Yes.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and one of my students came in. He goes, "Do you know the Michael Myers song?" You know,
Yeah.
and so I started it. So, you mean like this? Yeah. Right?
Love
He's
that.
like, "Yeah!"
I
and
love that.
then he goes, "But my parents won't let me watch it on television." You know, and then I'm like, "Oh shit! Well, I better not teach it to you then, because I'm gonna get in
No.
trouble." you
We'll
know,
play that at the next recital.
yeah. you know.
The
And our
audience will
next
be like,
student, he's decided to substitute the Beethoven Sonata for a more popular song.
you see him with a knife.
Because you see the parents sitting there going, and the kids are like,
Teacher walks
uh,
out with blood on them.
oh my God.
That's great.
They're all excited. They're all talking about, what they're going to wear for Halloween, going out, trick or treating. It's not so much the trick or treating anymore because that doesn't really happen. But there's parties. I think it's now big parties. And, oh, so what are you going to be this year? And so they're naming all these superheroes. I have no idea who they are.
Well, hold this thought because we are going to have a special Halloween podcast next week. So we'll talk about it then.
Very good. All right.
Save all
Um,
the Halloween talk for Halloween.
there you go.
Ooh,
And so anyway, so just stories about the little beings for the future, the
yeah.
future of our country, future of our world. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus.
What
Um,
country? What world?
yeah, right, right, right. And they laugh when I say that a lot, like they don't get something or they're just really not
Yeah.
using comments. I go, and you're the future of the world. And they like that, like,
Yeah. Yeah, right.
you know. Um, but
All the cute stuff. Well, the
yeah,
kids are just oblivious to so many things, but they're smart. But it's you know what? Like when I was a kid, there's a lot of things we didn't know. Our parents didn't show us the troubles that were going on
mm,
in the house, in the family. If we heard them, we'd be like, "What's the matter?" And my parents always said, "Children should be seen and not heard."
yeah,
It's the adults, we'd wonder because you hear them talking, but they never gave us that trouble of
right,
worrying.
yeah,
Even with the news and everything that was going on, and we never they didn't want us to worry about illnesses and stuff. Like we knew if somebody passed away through something, but they
yeah,
didn't give us to sit there and go, "We're gonna get it," until I got older and understood more.
yeah,
Then
right,
I started to worry. Like now, like we're fucking stressed out our whole life, because shit. When you're
yeah.
a kid, you shouldn't. Just
Well,
be a kid.
and nowadays though, or in recent times, the big difference is the kids are, I think, are very, very overworked.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this. They're over activityized,
Yeah.
and they're tired.
Because a
I remember
lot
I
of
had kids.
parents don't have, they both work and they don't want, it's sad. They love their children, but not enough to sit at home with them. And
I get
do
it. They want to
things with
expose them
them, and
to a lot of different things, but it's really
right,
I
but
think
they're
overboard.
throwing them out there just, and they some people pay for it, some people don't. Doesn't matter. Bottom line is yeah, it's good for your kids to have activities, but not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The kids
Well,
need a break.
like I told you, I think, or I mentioned before in another episode of the podcast that, I had kids coming to the music store in their pajamas.
Yeah,
They're taking a piano lesson at 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at
yeah.
night.
It's
And they're
sad.
walking in half, and their lesson is probably like, you know,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
I feel for them, and I had the one kid, you know, now how's school and all that. He goes, that's all right, good. Why was it good? Oh well, it's very big, a lot of homework, and yeah, yeah, it's always the thing, and so I could tell that sometimes it's hard to focus because they got so much going on, so many things they have to
Yeah,
worry about, class projects and
yeah.
activities. And at one point I said, you're not reading this right. You're doing the same mistake like 3 times in a row. I said, did you bring your brain today?
Yeah.
Is your brain with you? Is it? And his kids are getting smart. He goes, no, I left it home because it was tired.
Oh,
You know. Oh, here he
oh,
comes, Smedrick over here.
is it
Um, and I
hinge?
said, "Oh, you left it home? All right. Well, next time, bring it, okay? Because you're still going to need it."
Yeah,
Um, but
they're
I
cute
definitely,
kids. I mean, you got to feel bad for them. And some kids are into all that stuff. They are. They're all about the activity. They're all about running around. That's good. And some kids just don't. They'll sit there and they're not happy doing certain things, or they have
and they're
other things
starting
on their
early.
mind. Some kids are troubled.
They're in class by 7 o'clock, 7:15 or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
oh my God, that's early. I mean,
yeah,
what are you teaching at that hour? Zombies?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, that's early. I mean,
yeah,
I thought, 8 o'clock was early,
yeah.
when I was a kid, but
Sure.
7 o'clock, my God, they're on the bus at 4 in the morning.
Just to get to school to be there for 7. It's a lot. It's a
Really.
lot on.
So,
But,
but
other than that, I mean,
what do you think? Peoples, what do you think about your kids and their activities and the things they're involved with and how their school is going?
and
I'm
what do
sure
you
every
think about having Mr. Rawlings teach them and then bopping them on the head? Just kidding.
Oh, here we go. I can't, I
Leave
couldn't
him
prevent
alone.
this.
Hi, Tinge. See everybody. He wants to
Here he
see
is.
everybody. He's making his
Come over here. Come on.
debut.
Over here. Come on.
He's making his debut.
Yeah, making his debut.
It's all
You know.
right. That leave him alone.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Hi, Tinge.
Say hi. Say hi over here. Over here.
Tangy. Tinge. Hi. Hello, sweet boy. I got the look with
Yeah, right. He's like, yeah,
the little lip,
you know.
little Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Meow.
Yeah, I know. He's doing good
Yeah.
for 20. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good.
You're doing good for 60, what,
Sure.
3? 64? What are you?
How old am I? I'm 28. I did a lot of
Yeah.
narcotics.
I said, you're doing good for 63, 64.
What? What? You ate. You did eat.
Tange. Tangy. Look at me again. I want to see that little baby face.
Come here. Over here.
Tange. Tangy. I see one eye. One screen. Hey. No.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think our time is almost up.
Okay. All right. So then we will continue. I was gonna ask how Lily was doing this morning. I hope Lily's doing
Yeah, she's sleeping now, but she was a
okay.
pain in the ass a few minutes ago. Same thing,
Okay.
She'll make her debut maybe on the next
All
recording.
right. Very good. Good to talk with everybody. Well, have you join us? And yes, all right. I know. You want attention.
Yes, and don't forget to check out our YouTube channel at
Please,
Everything Nothing 2210
please.
and our Facebook, Everything and Nothing.
Yes.
We appreciate your feedback always. We don't always talk about crazy topics. It could be about anything. So
Right.
just to give us a shout out, share our podcast,
Give
and
us
then
ideas. What
give
would you
us
like to hear
ideas.
about?
Right. Let us know what
Yes.
you want us to talk about next time. We
Absolutely.
appreciate everything and
Thank
your
you.
support. So thank you. And I hope you have a great day. Yay!
All right. There he
Have
goes.
a good
That's
one.
it. I'm done. All right. All right. See you
Be
soon.
good.